So, I am here with a very special child's message. Um, I'll just prep everything like I normally do. We'll see. Because I just kind of want to get it out. Okay. Anyone comes in, I'll see them. Okay, so let's just begin. So I was channeling pretty intensely. You prayed for this, right? Like you prayed for this change. You prayed for a shift. And that shift or prayer, it did not come in a way that you expected. I think you were expecting things to be much smoother, and they're not like that. And so I'm seeing a lot of feelings of frustration, anger, and resentment coming up because you're like, yo, what the hell? Like, it can feel like rock bottom. It can feel like your life is falling apart. And you're like, well, I thought I was doing everything right. Messages from Spirit that I got were, it's already fixed, even if you don't like the transition. You already did the work and you're being led to do the work. So in between the change, this isn't the time to go back on what you prayed on. You asked for this. And I'm hearing, like, no, I'm hearing, well, why the upheaval, right? Why the upheaval? Two of Swords. Because if things weren't bad enough, you wouldn't make the right decision. If things didn't get to the point where you could make the decision, it's almost like things had to reach a point where you can make the decision to walk away based on your answers and your prayers or what you wanted to shift. And yeah, it looks like, hey, I didn't want that. Like, I wouldn't have wanted this to fall apart the way it did. But it's like, well, in a way you kind of did want it to fall apart. And you were going to be complacent to it. You were going to constantly keep giving, constantly keep compromising to try to make sense of this or make it work. And that's exactly why things had to get so bad, because if it didn't, in a way, you wouldn't have made the decision that you needed to walk away. You wouldn't have answered your part of that prayer. You wouldn't have done the work. And the work is so simple in this sense, right? Because if you're asking for a change and the change comes, but it's not how you expect it, well, obviously it's okay to be angry and sad about it. But we have the Fool card. So you're in a new beginning. So it can feel like everything could be possibly burning down, possibly falling apart. But that's because there's newness here. There's so much newness. You have the World as well. And strength. Oof. With this Knight of Coins reversed, I'm going to take it because it's kind of telling me that the efforts that you have been putting forward seem stagnant. Hey, Sleety. Hey, Ari. Yes, let me know. Thanks for the likes. Let me know if this message is resonating for you, because I'm feeling this one deeply. Yeah, I haven't been on in a while. I have not. But I'm happy to be back to deliver something. But, you know, to deliver these messages, you kind of have to like go through life. And I think that's what I was doing, or what I am doing. So it can feel like, I don't know what, when you're tapping into this message, but anything that you have wanted to pray on and you ask for a change in. And this can definitely be, I think, in a sense of stability and foundation. Oh, it's my lighting. Yeah, I could do the, let's see. Maybe I should do a little red light. Oh, red light was cute. Okay, I'll do red light. Let me just. Alright. So, it can seem like wherever you want to change in and that foundation, like things just completely switched and brought you into a new beginning where you're having to rely on your inner strength. But you're like, okay, well, things that I'm doing to try to do this, they don't seem like they're progressing. It seems like everything that I do is just not working out. We have the Queen of Wands, which is interesting because she's all about energy and fire and taking actions. But then we have, ooh, okay, let me ground. Okay, so I think if you're being led to this reading, let me know, but you're definitely being challenged to question. Oh, I see what it is. This prayer or whatever you ask for change in, whether it's career, home, love life, deciding on where you should live, moving, it's because you know that where you're at doesn't serve you. But also moving is scary, and it's bringing up a lot of anxieties. It's bringing up a lot of panic and survival mode things, very human things, where it can keep you paralyzed, but also can keep you moving forward. Why did I get that moving forward part? I guess if you do things out of like exhaustion. So I don't know if that's maybe something that you can do where you just keep doing the motions even though you don't want to. This is feeling unmotivated but doing what you have to do because you feel like that's something that you have to do. You know what I mean? And I'm getting here that there is a lot of beliefs implanted within your own stability. And as this change is happening, the actions that you feel the actions that you are thinking are going to help you progress and move forward, which aren't currently or seem like they're not, are tied directly to your emotions that you're currently facing and healing. Because I'm getting here that there is a process of grief. And through this process of grief, quite directly, we have a new beginning and a new direction. But something where you're not doing it, you're receiving it. And I don't know if this is an opportunity or just a chance, but we have the, what is this? 8 of Cups, which is walking away. We have the Crescent Moon, which is change. Oh, 8 of Swords as well. So that's like, thanks for the like, I appreciate that. But back to the reading. It's like the mind is so caught up in what is being left behind in grief that the possibility, the actual actions of moving forward don't seem possible. And I'm being led to this Queen of Wands is like shoes, and that's literally moving. And then we have, I'm covering it, and also the lighting isn't helping, but we have the Page of Wands, and that's like, that's movement forward, that's baby steps forward, right? and we have it going to the Star card. So it's almost like this thing that you prayed for or you wanted can be almost, it feels so out of reach, because what I'm getting is a scenario of like someone like, hey, I just want to be happy. I want to be at peace. I just need to find a place and a space where I can feel comfortable and rest my head and not worry. And I don't know what that looks like for you, but that can be anything for everyone. And what I'm seeing is that from some sort of prayer like that, relationships has fallen apart, jobs could have been left or forced to leave jobs that were stressful or not serving you, and even a physical change of environment could have occurred. And you're thinking like, why am I being punished? What the hell did I do to deserve this? And it's like, no, you literally prayed for it. This is you in the middle of your prayer. But it's hard. It's not easy. I'm not seeing anything easy about these cards, because your mind is stuck in a space of anxiety, because the uncomfortability of that situation did not stem from that situation. It stemmed from a belief of lack, a belief that poverty is permissive in your life, that you're always going to be uncomfortable, you're never going to be comfortable. This is like the dealings of being someone who likes to escape, right? We smoke when we drink, and or whatever, we daydream, people gamble or lose themselves in sports and movies, however you choose to deny reality, right? And it is like whatever these outer things are externally feeling within the, like, oh shit, I got it. So this in-between space is not a punishment. It is to show you the comfort and what you're actually looking for. So you could have prayed for one thing thinking it was going to look like this, but in reality it looks like B. And B is a little more real, because they're like, we can fix that problem for you, but if it's not fixed on an eternal energetic level, then you're going to continuously be in that pattern. So let us break this fucking pattern for you. Let's open up that crack, that trauma, whatever belief, and expose it to the light so it can actually be healed, so you can actually feel that peace and comfort that you need, so you can actually receive what it is that you have prayed for. And so when you continue, once you're done with this, right? Once you're emotionally have processed that through faith, through prayer, literally, you're in the middle of it. And this, actually, I need to emphasize this, actually. What I'm picking up is that there is absolutely nothing that you can do right now to get out of this moment, because it is happening for you. You are literally, you set something in motion that it's already in motion, baby. The ball is almost done. Like, we're down the hill. Like, it's about to, like, I don't know if you guys skate, but this is what I'm getting, a scenario of like skating, where like I'm bombing, like not bombing, but like I'm going down the hill super fast, and then I reach like, you're like, fuck, I'm about to fall. But then like the slope kind of ends, and you kind of like, oh, all right, like you're cruising. Now you're cruising. You're not like trying to balance. You're just like chilling. To like curve a little bit, whatever. You're about to go to a stop. You can even skate if you want. I don't know if you skate, but anyway, that's the scenario that I'm getting. Like, just me going down a super fast hill, and I'm like, fuck, if I put my foot out right now, I'm gonna bomb. So let me just continue riding this hill down, so when I get to a easier slope in the hill, I could just like pivot my board. And that's what I'm picking up here with like whatever is happening. It's like you already set all of these things in motion, and the pain or whatever, the anxiety, the fear, the ego, death, well, I don't know, however you want to describe it, the dark side of the soul is happening. And but you already physically, but outside of that, you already done the work, you already healed the work, and the prayer has been already answered. So you're just experiencing the healing that needs to happen, which is amazing on one point, because there is nothing that you can absolutely do, because it's already completed. The healing has already been done. The prayer has already been answered. What you don't like about it is that it doesn't feel good. It doesn't look like your prayers have been answered. It literally just feels like shit. And it kind of has to, because from these feelings with this devil card here, it's like literally you're facing these deep-seated beliefs that you have within yourselves that you have told yourself are true. So of course when the ego is challenged, she's gonna act up. You know what I mean? She's kind of like the drunk girl at the bar who cannot handle her liquor. She's wilding. You know, she thinks everybody wants to fight her, but nobody's trying to fight. Everybody's chilling right now, boo. Relax, you know? Sip on that. Actually, maybe don't, is what I'm getting here. It's really giving chill out. It's really giving auntie's drunk. She needs to put some fucking Keith Sweat on for this bitch. You know what I mean? Because she needs her chill. Like, that's what I'm getting. The reactions, which are very valid to what you are experiencing, because you are experiencing life and they can feel very real, is valid. But understand that when you are responding to fear and panic and ego, that is not, you are responding to an old paradigm. You are responding to an old version of you. You are literally not that person anymore, because you prayed for this to go away. And I'm not expecting a lot of people to understand this or like this message, because this is very specific. So I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? But I hope this resonates. I hope whoever needs to hear this message, that this message resonates with them, because this is very powerful. So back to what I was being said, actually, yes, because I'm channeling. What I was being told is that your response, again, to your negative emotions are responses to your past self. So what this, again, you know what you prayed for. So going back to what you prayed for, what is that? How can, what I'm getting, actually, Spirit told me stop asking questions. Okay. So we'll see. I'm going to pull a new spread. We have the star card that wants to pop out. So yeah, it's again that dream, that alignment. Ooh, this is actually really scary, because are you willing to pretend or take the risk that everything that you actually thought was real isn't? Can you question? Ooh, it's like a release of your reality. You are being called to let go of everything that you think is true. That's really scary. That's 100% scary. And yet, not the same cards. You saw me shuffle. I don't know. I had them down, but I was shuffling. And the same cards are coming out. So, hold on. This just wanted to flip. The Empress card. She wanted to flip. Of course, she comes out almost in literally every reading. Because we are bad bitches, truly. That, no matter if you're going through something good or bad, you need to know who you are. Don't ever forget, you are 100% a baddie. But, ooh, plans here. And now we have the 10 of Cups. Honey, what? Right with this, ooh, yes. The dichotomy here. We have the dichotomy. And we have this, and I'm going to take that and we're going to close it. Because that's just it's a lot of the same cards, so there's no reason to keep pulling. Like, that's usually my confirmation that the reading is like ending. So allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel, and allow yourself to go through every single painful experience that you're going through. Understand that this isn't the end of you. So if you're feeling a little like, I want to end it, or chaotic, I need you to literally slap yourself. I don't know how. I don't know if you could call somebody to slap you into place. A friend to be like, hey, don't end your life because you're important. But anyway, if it really does get to that extreme, and it happens to everybody, because you are so much worth this life. And the struggle, yes, we see the work. Trust me, the divine sees the work. God sees the work. You're not doing it in vain. It's not like, oh, you see me trying, what should I do different? It's not that anymore. It's understanding that as you go through this situation, it's ending. Mind you, it already ended. I told you, I was already down the hill, like in my dream, but in the scenario they gave me, like it got to this sweet spot of skating. Well, one of my favorites. I don't know why skateboarding is important. I don't know if anybody else likes to skateboard, but that's just coming up a lot. Like, but that's a really good feeling. Honestly, it's really one of the best feelings in the world. Skating. Anyway, so that little sloop though, it's just such a sweet spot. It's like when you scratch a cat right behind their ear and they're like that's what it feels like. And I feel like you're getting there. So look, if anything, the worst is over. Like, give it 2 days, dude. Watch you get like your period or something. But yeah, because we do have this new beginning. So you are being led to a new beginning, and things are going to be revealing themselves, and things are going to feel like, hey, this wasn't for no reason. And I think that the understanding that you have to just take away from this message is that the problem is fixed. The problem is already fixed. You already are on the other side of it. Your human self is experiencing this. Your spiritual self is where they are, where they need to be. And even though the transition can absolutely be painful, and I feel like, again, I don't know, maybe you like to quantum leap. I don't know if you were fucking around, but you found out how to, do certain meditations and prayers, and you're like, well, it's gonna be easy because Susan said it was. Susan's on a different timeline than you, so just saying, for whatever you were trying to manifest. So the blocks could be different, and I feel like what you did was, I quite literally came from, like, I'm talking about like level 1. I don't know if everyone plays video games here, but I'm thinking like Super Smash Brothers, like on the little Playboy. You're welcome, Slady. On the little Playboy, where you start off in World 1, and everything is all cute and fun, and you're like, cool. But then you just hop to World like 6, and well, how many worlds were there? I think that was the final one, right? It was like, oh, dark or whatever. You hop to, let's say World 4, because that's the one I really remember. You just hop 3 worlds in 3 days, sis, like chill, right? Like, and you didn't realize that because you were just setting our intentions and affirmations and prayers and visualizations. And you were like, well, I'm doing the law of attraction thing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm following my intuitive lead, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to do this meditation for fun. That meditation, like, this needs to bridge. So right now, you're right here. And you're like jumping. You're jumping so fucking hard. Like, you just, So you're jumping. You jumped. It's a big leap. There's a lot to process, a lot of emotions, right? Because you just skipped levels. So how would it be if you literally start, like, the whole point of like those video games is that it progressively gets harder. Like, you don't start at world, like, I'm also like, I think Pokemon's a better example. Like, you don't start, there's a reason why you have to walk through the worlds to build up your Pokemon. So when you get to like the final bosses, right? So you can get the gym badge. If you were fucking playing Roxanne with Rock Pokemon, is she? I don't know if she's gym 1, but like, you know what I mean? Like, and go to from you have your Pokemon is what level 5, trying to play level 65 Pokemon, you're not gonna win. You gotta go through the journey, but you're not even going through the journey. You're just like literally bouldering that bitch to the final gym, and you're thinking, you're looking at these level 5 Pokemons like, fuck, what am I gonna do with them? Not realizing that they OP'd. That your level 5s are actually 105. Your little Torchic, she's not Torchic anymore. You know what I mean? Like, she OP'd. All of these people are OP'd. And you actually have way more Pokemons in your bag than you thought. Because you actually blacked out for that adventure, so metaphorically speaking. And now you're here at the final gym, ready to fight. Like, you literally just woke up and here we are. You know? That's what's happening with your life. You're like leveling up. And the things around you are going to level up. And everything about you is going to level up. And I think like you might not be able to see it yet. But again, it's because you're in the middle of it. But the prayer has been answered. The manifestation has been completed. You did the visualization work, is what I'm picking up strongly. Now, I'm hearing when you reach the gym, you have fun. Ace of Swords. We're gonna do what we started it with and what we ended it with. Same cards, different deck. That's how we do it all the time. Clarity, breakthroughs are going to come very soon. Things are going to materialize. Give it 3 days. Trust your intuition. There can be a relationship that's going to come in and help you, but you are on this new beginning, and you should just keep it pushing. We have Temperance. I heard rest. If you feel like, hey, I can't do this anymore, I'm actually tired, then rest. Literally rest. Because you trying to do things in the material world to feel like you're doing something is pointless when the work has already been done in the spiritual world. So if you're being guided to rest, but you're like, well, I said I was gonna go on YouTube today. No, bitch, don't go on YouTube today, because I told you to rest. You know, like, you have to trust your intuitive guidance. So that's what I see here. That is what I see here, y'all. There is a lot of healing happening. There is a lot happening. But I want to take away the higher points of this reading, which was like, yo, you are in the middle of a change that you legit prayed for. You are fine. The solutions are fixed. I mean, fixed, like literally, you are living in the solution. Yes, lady. I'm happy this resonated. And allow those feelings to temper, quite literally. Allow it to temper. But view yourself out of the situation, because you are. Now, again, thank you so much for joining my reading. And I'm happy it resonated, even if it was, well, you bitch, because you're a real one. Staying present, trying not to overthink it. Yeah. Yes. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining in. If you feel called to, feel free to tip for this reading or donate, because that always helps. My PayPal is in the link below. And if not, I will see you when I see you. I needed this reading as well, as I'm going through my own spiritual journey. And I wish everyone the best, and a lot of money, and a lot of good sex.